Om Shri Sai Ram. Chemistry classified into two branches, organic chemistry and inorganic chemistry. What is the difference between organic chemistry and inorganic chemistry? The difference is, organic chemistry means it's a branch of chemistry which deals with the study of carbon and its compounds. That is organic chemistry. What do you mean by organic chemistry? It is the branch of science or chemistry which deals with the study of carbon and its compounds. So, the today's chapter is carbon and its compounds. Just look at this. The carbon and its compounds has the special branch. Why? Because in our nature many elements, many substances which contains carbon and its compound. So there is a special branch for carbon and its compound, that is organic chemistry. In our daily life, we are using different foods, clothes, medicines, books. They all are contain carbons or its compound. So carbon and its compounds. Why the many elements or substance which contains carbon and its compounds? What is the reason? Because the versatile nature of that carbon and bonding in carbon. What is the bonding in carbon? Bonding in carbon is the covalent bond. Do you know what is covalent bond? In earlier classes, 9th class, you have studied about ionic bond, or the ionic bond means the substance or the molecule which contains ionic bond means they are ionic compounds. They are ionic compounds. The ionic compound. Another compound is carbon compound. Carbon and its compound. There is carbon compound. We simply say it is carbon compound. Now, the difference between ionic and carbon compound. What is the difference between this ionic and carbon compound? Ionic compound means these compounds, they contain ionic bond. In between the compound or in between the molecules, there is a ionic bond. Which bond is present in this? Ionic bond. What about carbon compound? In carbon compound, in between carbon, there is a covalent bond. The bonding type is covalent. This is covalent bond. The main difference between ionic compound and carbon compound is, in ionic compound, in between the compound, there is a ionic bond. What about carbon compound? In carbon compound, between the carbon, there is a bond. It is called covalent bond. This is the difference. Now, ionic compounds have high melting and boiling point. Ionic compound have high melting and boiling point. What about carbon compound? They have low melting and boiling point. Then ionic compounds are good conductor of electricity. They conduct electricity at solution or molten state. But carbon compounds, they are bad conductor of electricity. The very important difference between this ionic and carbon compound. Ionic compounds, conductors of electricity at molten state. Molten state means in solution state. But carbon compounds, they are bad conductor of electricity. These are the difference between ionic and carbon compound. Now, carbon compound, bonding in carbon is the covalent bond. Why? They bind covalent bond. What is the reason? Come to know, carbon means, it is the atomic symbol of carbon. Total number of electron present in carbon is 8. That is atomic number. The total number of protons, the total number of electron present in carbon is 8. So this is called atomic number. What is the atomic number of carbon? Carbon is 8. If we write the electronic configuration, 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. What is the Carbon means its atomic number is 6, sorry. What is the atomic number of carbon? It is 6. So carbon, its atomic number is 6. It means total number of electrons is 6 and total number of protons, it is also equal to 6. Now if we write the electronic configuration, we get 1s2, 2s2 and 2p2. This is the electronic configuration of carbon. Carbon atomic number 6, total number of protons are equal to total number of electrons. So equal, it means total number of electrons present in 6. If we write the electronic configuration, we get the electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. This is the electronic configuration. Now tell me, how many shells are present in this carbon? 2 shells, because this is K shell, this is K shell and this one is L shell. Which one is the outermost shell? L shell is the outermost shell. In outermost shell, how many electrons are present? Look at this, 4 electrons. So in the outermost shell of carbon, it contains 4 electrons. That is called valence electron. It is called valence electron. Now tell me, how many valence electron? Valence electron, what is the meaning of valence electron? Valence electron means number of electron present in the outermost shell. Here 2 shells, K and L. Which one is the outermost? L is the outermost. How many electrons are present? 2 plus 2 is 4. So valence electron is 4. This is very, very important. We already learnt about valence electron and how they share electron or they gain or lose electron. We know that. To get octet structure or stable structure, it gains electron or it loses electron to get the octet structure. It means in outermost shell, if any element which contains 8 electron means it becomes stable. It does not react with any other element. When it does not react with any other element, when it becomes stable, in its outermost shell, it contains 8. But in this carbon, valence electron is 4. It want to get 4 electron. It want to gain 4 electron. If it gain 4 electron means totally 6 electron. If it gain, adding 4 electron means the total number of electron becomes 10. But how many protons are present? 2, 4, 6. Can 6 proton hold the 10 electrons? Is it possible? No, it is not possible. So they does not gain 4 electron. It is not possible. There is another chance. If we lose 4 electron, if we lose this 4 electron and it becomes stable, is it possible to lose 4 electron? No. Why? If it lose 4 electron, total number of electrons 6. If lose 4 means 6 minus 4 equal to 2. 6 protons, it must to lose 4 electron. Is it possible to lose 4 electron? The more amount of energy is required to lose 4 electron. So it is also not possible. Then how this carbon get octet structure? How it becomes stable? It want to become stable. Why? Because if it get octet structure, then it becomes stable. It does not react with any other element. There is all 2 possibilities. One is gain 4 electron, but it is not possible. Lose 4 electron, it is also not possible. Then what to do? That time this carbon overcome this problem by sharing its valence electron. Sharing, just remember the word, sharing valence electron. It does not gain 4 electron, they does not lose 4 electron, they shares valence electron. It is not a property of carbon. Many atoms, elements which shares electron, they bind with other elements to form covalent bond. So carbon overcomes this problem by sharing its valence electron with other atoms of carbon or with atoms of other elements. Not only carbon shares electron, the carbon which shares with other elements also, and it becomes bonds with any other carbon or any other element with the help of covalent bond. It binds with the help of covalent bond. So carbon overcomes this problem by sharing its valence electron with other atoms of carbon or other elements. How it shares? For example, carbon means its valence electron is 6. For example, this is carbon. This is carbon. How many electrons, what is the valence electron of carbon? Is 6. This is 6. For example, valence electron is 4. What is the valence electron in carbon? Is 4. This dot which refers the valence electron. This is the first electron, second electron, third and fourth. What is the valence electron of carbon? Is 4. 1, 2, 3. This dot which refers electron. This is the first electron, second electron and third and fourth. They shares electron with the carbon or other elements. For example, hydrogen, we know that. What is hydrogen? Hydrogen means its atomic number is 1. So if we write the electronic configuration, it becomes 1s1. What is the valence electron present in hydrogen? Only 1. So valence electron present in hydrogen is 1. Now this carbon which shares with hydrogen. Hydrogen has only one valence electron. Another hydrogen, it is also one valence electron. Another hydrogen, it is also only one valence electron. Another hydrogen, it also has only one valence electron. So this carbon which shares with 4 hydrogen atoms. How they shares? Just look at this. The carbon, the first electron of this carbon shares with hydrogen. Then this carbon shares with this hydrogen. Then this carbon shares with this hydrogen. The carbon which shares with this hydrogen. This is the bond. This bond is covalent bond. This bond is called covalent bond. Now if we count the number of electrons, it becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and it becomes stable. It gets the octet structure. Very simple. This single carbon which shares electron with 4 hydrogen atoms. So it becomes stable. Or we can write like this. We can understand easily. This is carbon. How many hydrogen requires to get the octet structure? That is 4. This is hydrogen 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now carbon, its electron 1. How many valence electron contains this carbon? That is 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the valence electron of this carbon. Every hydrogen has only one valence electron. Mark this like this. This cross mark refers the valence electron of hydrogen. The dot which refers valence electron of carbon. One carbon means how many valence electron? 1, 2, 3, 4. Right here. Then this hydrogen. Hydrogen means what is the total number of valence electron present in hydrogen? Every hydrogen which contains only one valence electron. So this hydrogen contains one valence electron. This one valence. This hydrogen one valence. Now this is called dot structure. This is called dot structure. If we count this carbon, now if we count the carbon, how many electrons are present for this after sharing carbon and hydrogen? After the covalent bond between carbon and hydrogen, total number of electrons present in this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So it becomes stable. For a hydrogen, just look at the hydrogen. This hydrogen contains 2. So it is stable. This hydrogen, it also contains 2 electrons and becomes stable. This hydrogen now contains 2 electrons and becomes stable. This hydrogen also contains 2 electrons and becomes stable. Now the shells are complete because 1s1 means what is the maximum number of electron present in S subshell? That is 2. If it is 1 means it is not completed. When it shares electron with carbon, it becomes full. Hydrogen becomes hydrogen. Gets 1 electron from carbon. It shares 1 electron from carbon and becomes stable. So 2, 2, 2, 2. So hydrogen becomes stable as well as this carbon also gets stable. This is bonding. This is the covalent bond between carbon and hydrogen. If we write the molecular formula, that is only one carbon, so C1. How many hydrogen atoms are present? That is 4. So CH4. CH4 means it is a hydrocarbon. It is a compound of carbon. What is the name of this compound of carbon? CH4. It is methane. Methane. M-E-T-H-A-N-E. This is called methane. CH4, methane. Not only carbon which shares electron, other elements like oxygen, nitrogen, they also shares electron and becomes its molecule. For example, oxygen. What is the total number of electron present in oxygen is 8. It means the atomic number of oxygen is 8. It means the total number of electron present in oxygen is 8. If we write the electronic configuration, 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. This is the electronic configuration of oxygen. Now tell me, what is the valence electron of oxygen? Valence electron means the outermost shell, the total number of electrons present in the outermost shell. How many electrons are present in outermost shell? 2 plus 4 is 6. So valence electron present in oxygen is 6. Now this is oxygen. It's an element. How forms its molecule? By covalent bond. By covalent bond. For example, just look at the oxygen. Oxygen means this is oxygen. How many electrons are present in the outermost shell of oxygen? What is the valence electron of oxygen is 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This mark shows the total number of valence electrons. So valence electron in oxygen is 6. This is one oxygen. Another oxygen is, it also contains 6 valence electrons. Just mark this dot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now this dot refers 6 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why? Because valence electron, valence of oxygen is 6. So 6. Now this is a oxygen, this is another oxygen. They shares electron. They shares electron like this. After sharing, it becomes like this. Oxygen shares with oxygen. This is a double bond. Two lines means it is a double bond. Oxygen shares electron with another oxygen and becomes O2. It becomes O2. This is the sharing of electron. If we write the dot structure, this is oxygen, this is another oxygen. What is the valence? Valence of oxygen? It is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this oxygen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the dot structure of oxygen molecule. The same way, but it is represented in circles. This is called dot structure of oxygen molecule. Next is nitrogen. Nitrogen, its atomic number is 7. If you write the electronic configuration, 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. 2 plus 2, 4, 4 plus 3, 7. So 1s2, 2s2, 2p3 is the electronic configuration of nitrogen. What is the valence electron? Valence electron is 5. What is the valence electron of nitrogen is 5. Okay, alright, nitrogen. The valence electron is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This nitrogen shares with another nitrogen, shares electron with another nitrogen. This is the nitrogen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sharing means covalent bond. Sharing means covalent bond. and it becomes N2. It means like this. So nitrogen shares valence electron with another nitrogen and becomes N2. N2 means nitrogen molecule. It is a element. Now it becomes nitrogen molecule. This is called, three lines are called triple bond. If we write the dot structure, this is a nitrogen, this is also a nitrogen. What is the valence electron? It is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 5 electrons of nitrogen. Another nitrogen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we count the total number of electrons for this nitrogen, just look at this. This is a nitrogen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this nitrogen gets 8 electrons and it becomes stable. Now count for this nitrogen. How many electrons are present in this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this nitrogen also contains 8 electrons. This nitrogen also contains 8 electrons. And so these two nitrogens becomes stable. So this is the sharing of electron. Now in the next class we will see the versatile nature of carbon, that is catenation, and different types of hydrocarbons, mainly carbon which binds with hydrogen and becomes hydrocarbon. There are different types of hydrocarbons. They are alkanes, alkenes and alkynes. We will see in the next class. Sai Ram.